Hello viewers, welcome to a lecture series on marketing management, and I am going to discuss with you the remaining part of marketing mix. In the previous 3 lectures of mine on marketing mix, I told you about what exactly the 4 P's are, and we discussed in detail what are the core elements of those 4 P's and the way marketer strategizes himself or herself to position themselves as a marketer of 21st century. Now, after understanding the relevance of product, price, place and promotion as 4 P's, as I told you that this acronym was given by McCarthy for denoting to this marketing mix, that 4 P's are there. Another P which has also gained significance over a period of time is called packaging. Some people think that what role this packaging is going to play. Of course, it is very significant, because when I am getting a product physically in my hand, then of course that product is the packaging is the first thing which is there in front of me. So, we are basically looking at the package of it, and the packaging is also regarded as a 5th P. It is another addition into the marketing mix, and packaging nowadays it is considered as a 5th P of marketing mix just because of its very important role in the product's marketing strategy. And it is basically serving as it is serving several key functions which influence consumer behavior and of course the overall success of the product eventually. Because when customer is buying a product and having its access, then of course the packaging is something which is in front of the customer. So, making it attractive is also a significant part on account of marketers. So, it plays an integral role in the entire product strategy. We have to influence the overall experience from the moment as the product is seen on a shelf until it is used. So, when a customer is able to look at the product on a shelf, it should be designed in such a way that it is able to draw attention of the customer, and customers can feel that attraction, that yes, what exactly is there inside this packaging. So, unless it is used till then, it is playing a very significant role. Some people say that packaging is not that important, that we should add it in marketing mix, or we should give it prominence like we are giving to the 4 P's. But to my mind, of course, it should not be discounted, its value should not be discounted, because when we are developing a product, the design and choice of packaging, it should be considered at a very nascent stage, at a very early stage in the product development process. And why I am saying so, because it is to ensure that this packaging should complement the product's features and target audience, because you want your product to reach to your customers in an efficient manner, in a timely manner. But what about the safety of the product, whether it is reaching in the same shape and design in which you want to deliver, or it is going to be damaged. If you don't pay attention to the packaging part, then of course the quality and the availability, quality and safety is something which is to be kept in our mind. And the role of packaging becomes very important, very significant when we talk about the products which belongs to the safety and health of a person. Imagine when we are buying a medicine, when we are going to buy a medicine from a chemist shop. So, we know we want that the product should be, the medicine should be packaged in such a way that its key ingredients are intact. It is safe for a patient to take. So, of course, it is going to be included in the product's development strategy. So, some people think that it is very much part and parcel of the product only. So, it should not be added as another P, but the marketers of today, they believe or they understand the very significant role of packaging, and it should not be clubbed in any of the P's, rather it should be given prominence, and it must be considered as another P into the kitty of marketing manager. So, while designing or deciding your marketing mix, packaging should also be given due importance. So, packaging is nowadays, it is a part of the product strategy. Imagine that my packaging is going to play a role in product positioning. I would tell you how. Some people ask that, can this packaging play some role in product positioning or positioning of the product? Answer is yes. Packaging is supporting the positioning of the product. For instance, if I talk about a premium product, it might feature high and elegant packaging. If I am talking about a product which is premium, it must feature, it must offer the high and elegant packaging. Wherein in case of a budget product, of course the focus is on cost effectiveness, so packaging should be designed in that manner only. You are dealing with a premium product, you are offering that product to the paymasters, and your packaging is so poor that while holding that packaging, customer is not having that feel that I have bought a product which is of that value. So your entire positioning is or your entire efforts for position your product as a premium high end product is going to suffer. Your entire purpose gets defeated. So we have to understand that while positioning my product, what is my strategy, whether I am positioning myself, my company as a company which is offering a premium product, then of course packaging should also complement in the same manner. Although in case of budget product, safety is something which in any case we are not going to compromise with, but of course since it is a budget product, we can to some extent we can go for using cost effective packaging. But yes, nobody is giving that leverage, that liberty to the marketer to play with the safety, to reduce the cost at the cost of safety. So safety is something which is very important. Now, in order to understand what packaging does, we have to first understand the types of packaging. The first packaging, there are three layers of packaging. First is primary, second is secondary, of course, and the tertiary packaging. So there are three levels of packaging. I'll explain to you with an example also. If I talk about primary packaging, the primary packaging is that packaging which is in close contact with the product, or you can say it is into direct contact with the product. For instance, if I am buying a product which is there into a bottle or into a tube, and the product is inside that, so that is called primary packaging. For instance, the tube of a toothpaste or the tube of an ointment. So when you are buying a product, that the packaging, the bottle or the tube which contains the product, which is in direct contact with the product, that is called primary packaging. And while designing the primary packaging, all safety standards are honored, they are kept in mind while designing it. We ensure that the safety and the quality of the product is intact and it reaches to the customers in a safe manner. Secondary packaging is there to keep the products for sale, and nowadays we all understand that there is labeling also on the product. On the package, labeling is also provided which contains all the basic informations, for instance batch number, expiry date, best before date, whatever according to the type of the product we are dealing with, best before date, manufactured by, marketed by, and in case some warnings are to be given in case of medicine. If it is a scheduled drug, then that need to be mentioned. If that requires some kind of instructions about maintaining the maintenance of the temperature of the product, that also need to be mentioned on the label which is being pasted on the packaging. So the secondary packaging is basically the outer packaging which is used to keep the products for sale, and it can be a cardboard box holding that toothpaste tube which is there. If I take example of a toothpaste or an ointment which I am going to buy from a chemist shop. Now the tertiary packaging is normally it doesn't come in front of us as a customer, as an end user, because it is used for bulk handling and transportation. For instance, pallets and shipping containers are being used to ensure the timely delivery and the cost effective delivery to the retailers. So this is a tertiary packaging. Tertiary packaging is there to ensure the safe landing of the product, safe handling of the product from the producer to wholesalers and then retailers. So tertiary packaging is something which is not in front of the customers, but primary and secondary packaging is there, and all three levels of packaging, they play a very significant role, because whatever product you have designed for which you are charging price from the customer, you are developing the entire supply chain, and when it reaches to the customer, you are also promoting it, you have communicated everything, but it should reach to the customers in the same manner in which you want. in which you have decided. So whether that product is reaching to the customers in a safe form or not, it is the packaging which takes care of this very work or this very important role of a marketer. And that is why packaging has gained huge prominence in today's time. Even the reusability of the packages nowadays, it has become a very attractive promotional tool for a marketer. And customers are finding that what about the reusability of that packaging which I have got from this very product. So innovative packaging trend, it has become the order of the day. The trend of today is that marketers are using innovative packaging, and while doing so, it is not that easy. While doing so, there are number of checks and balances. We are living in an age of sustainability, where we talk about sustainable packaging. It has become the order of the day. It has become the critical focus. Companies nowadays, they are turning to biodegradable, recyclable or reusable materials. So while maintaining their innovative packaging style, they should not forget the sustainability aspect also. Second is smart packaging. Nowadays, marketers are using technology to enhance packaging. They are using QR codes, they are using RFID tags, or even the interactive labels are being used increasingly nowadays. So this is called smart packaging. So in smart packaging, we are finding QR codes, RFID tags, interactive labels. It is very much on the rise, and it can enhance the traceability of the product. It can offer real time information and also create more engaging experiences for consumers. Nowadays, even that smart packaging is helping us in knowing or tracing the availability of the product. So it is offering us real time information about the product. It can create more engaging experience of customers with that of marketers. So the innovative packaging trend, if we list those important points along with the sustainability, smart packaging is the second most important aspect of packaging, which is increasingly being used nowadays. And while doing so, there is also a term called minimalism. Now, what is this minimalism? In response to this rising awareness about the eco-friendly attitude of customers nowadays, marketers do understand that we should pay significant importance to the environmental concerns. We should honor the environmental concerns. So, in order to there this attention to for responding to environmental concerns and shifting consumer preferences, many brands nowadays, they are moving towards minimalistic packaging, and they are using very fewer materials and more straightforward designs. They are designing their product in such a way that it doesn't require much of the packaging materials, or you can say there should not be any extra material which is to be used. So the minimum requirement is to be ensured, and along with that, while minimizing it, they are ensuring the quality also. So minimalism is it has become a new trend and very much into this packaging trend of marketers today. They are using and some of the products, they have eliminated the secondary packaging. They are designing their primary packaging in such a way that they don't require any secondary packaging. So that is also reducing their cost. It is also a cost effective component, and along with that, they are paying heed to environmental concerns as well. So while following this minimalism, even the environmental concerns are given the top priority, the significant priority. And along with that, personalization, the custom or personalized packaging, it has become increasingly popular among the customers, particularly in industries like cosmetics or the luxury brands. There they are offering the customized packaging according to the requirement of the customers. If my customer want a specific way of packaging that product, then essentially it is happening in case of cosmetics or luxury goods industry. They are doing so. So packaging is not a new P which is being added to the family of 4 P's or marketing mix. The fifth P is now at a very advanced stage. It is the packaging, the fifth P of marketing mix of 21st century is talking about minimalism. It talks about personalization, it talks about sustainability, it talks about smart packaging. So packaging has also become smart because we are going to deal with the customers who are of course very smart. Now after understanding the 4 P's and then 5th P, we have to discuss about the changing attitude of marketers, that is looking from consumers perspective, that from producer or from the product centric 4 P's or 5 P's we have discussed. But how do we design these 4 P's, how do we plan these 4 P's or 5 P's or what you call as marketing mix in totality? How do we look, how does my customer look at it? How to look at it from the customer's perspective? I have designed a product, but what my customer want? I have decided a price, but what is my outlook, what is the outlook of my customer about that product? So the traditional marketing mix, it was commonly using the 4 P's, and it has been the, of course, the cornerstone of marketing strategies for decades. But with the changing landscape of consumer behavior, and we all understand the significance of consumer centric marketing, the focus has now shifted towards a new framework, and there is another term which is increasingly being used by the marketer, is called as 4 C's. So looking at 4 P's in the name of 4 C's. So marketing mix is the same, but when we look at it from the product centric, it is called 4 P's, and when we look at it from consumer centric marketing, it is called 4 C's. So 4 P's are product centric while 4 C's are consumer centric. Now the question comes, how do we differentiate the two? If we compare the 4 P's and 4 C's, the product, the first P, that becomes consumer needs and wants, that what my customer wants. You can call it as consumer utilities, that you are offering a product, but customer is looking at your product from their perspective, and they call it whether it is able to satisfy my needs or wants or not, whether it caters to my specific need or not. So customer is talking about the customer need, not the product. You are offering a product, so you should look at it from the customer's perspective and ask yourself that whether my product is able to satisfy the specific need of my target customers or not. So customer need is the first C in the list of 4 C's. Price becomes the cost to the customer. For you it is revenue, but for customer it is a cost. So while paying that cost, customer is going to weigh it in a proper manner, because we are going to deal with a smart and logical customer. So customer would look at the cost which I am going to incur. Do I get the same value proposition from this product or not? So the value which I am getting from my marketers, the price which my marketer is asking me to have access to the product, whether that is giving me the same value back or not. Do I get the value which I am sacrificing? So the price which I am paying is basically a sacrifice which I am going to make. What is in return? So cost to the customer, the price becomes the cost to the customer. Place becomes the convenience to the customer. You have designed your channels of distribution, but that is not convenient to the customer. What is the use of crafting and drafting a strategy or designing the whole channels of distribution logistics which is not at all convenient for my customer? So the entire purpose gets defeated. So we have to understand that customer is looking at his or her convenience. I want the product to be available at this very point of time, but you are not available. So the time and the place need to be kept in mind from the perspective of customer's convenience. So place becomes the customer's convenience, and promotion becomes communication to the customer. So you are offering an advertising, you are flashing an ad campaign which is not able to communicate what you wish to. Your customer is not able to understand the language of your advertising. What is the point of running that campaign or spending huge amount on those advertising campaigns? So while designing your 4 P's, or what you call as while deciding your marketing mix, that is product, price, place, promotion, we should also look at it from the perspective of customers, and that is why marketer of today talks about 4 C's. So this is also another perspective of looking at marketing mix, and here we talk about the 4 C's. So this evolution basically makes a significant shift in how business approach marketing, how they are approaching marketing emphasizing the significance of understanding and meeting customer needs, that we have to pay significance, we have to pay importance to the customer needs, to the cost which customer is going to pay, to the convenience. We should bother about the convenience of the customer, and we should understand the way we are communicating, whether it is being communicated properly or not. So, it is a journey from 4 P's to 4 C's. So, 4 P's is basically there, we are not denying to its availability, we are not denying to its significance as a marketing strategy, but looking at it from the perspective of my customer is order of the day. That we should, while designing my product, while deciding my price, while crafting my channels of distribution or supply chain management, or while deciding my promotional strategy, I should always keep in mind the customer's perspective, because it is the customer who is going to receive all this. So, whatever I am doing, it is meant for customers, and if they are not finding it convenient, they are not getting the information from the advertising campaigns or promotional strategies, the product is not able to cater to their requirements, what is the point of developing these tools and positioning yourself with the help of these 4 P's or 5 P's, what you call, that is called marketing mix. So, we have to place customers at the center. Now, this transition from 4 P's to 4 C's, it marks a shift towards more consumer driven and holistic approach to marketing. And when we are focusing on the consumer needs, then of course, their cost, convenience and communication, we may create more meaningful and lasting relationships with our customers, and that is something which we want. So, we have to place customers at the core of everything. Now, this was all about the marketing mix for products, that is 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion, and along with that we also discussed about the packaging. We have also discussed about another dimension of looking at marketing mix, that is customer centric approach, where we look at 4 P's from the perspective of 4 C's as well. Now, we have to talk about market mix for services, because as per the definition of marketing, the product is not limited to physical product only. It can be any offering which can cater to the requirement of the customer. It can be in terms of an idea, it can be in terms of a service, it can be in terms of any activity also. So, what about the market mix for services? What about the market mix for intangible products? So, for tangible, we talked about the product, we talked about 4 P's and 5 P's. But what about marketing mix for services? That is something which I am going to discuss with you now. We also talk about MOF marketing, wherein we are combining the products and services into an envelope and making it more convenient for the customers. Or at times our existence, our emergence is because of this MOF marketing, when we are enveloping ourselves into the combination of products and services, we resort to MOF marketing. So, I will tell you, my dear learners, what exactly this MOF marketing is. So, for services there is additional 3 P's which are available. First is people, second is process, and third one is physical evidence. So, I will be telling you about the people, and it is also called as the extended family of 4 P's or 5 P's. So, people is basically, it refers to anyone directly or indirectly involved in the business operations. For instance, in a hospital, when we visit, the doctor is the person who is dealing with us. When we are visiting a coaching center or a university or a college, the concerned teacher is there who is acting as a person or people. Or for other services, the person who is directly or indirectly involved in the operation of the business, that is called people. And my dear learners, it includes employees, customer service representatives, and even customers themselves. So, anyone or everyone to whom we are interacting with, they come under the extended P of people, person to whom I am interacting. I am visiting a service provider, and the person who is offering the service, starting from the billing counter to the person who is actually giving the service, and then later on the person who is taking feedback, charging money from me, making payment to the person, and after that the feedback one. So all of them, they in one way or the other, they are representing the people with whom we are interacting. So what is there as a key element in the people strategy? We have to first talk about customer service. So training staff to interact with customers in a positive and helpful manner is basically the key of any customer service. So when you are in a service industry, you have to understand that the person who is offering that service must be trained enough, efficient enough to cater to the requirement of the customers to whom we are targeting. And the second one is employee engagement, motivating our employees to deliver excellent service. I have uh, recruited a very trained staff, but I have not motivated them to deliver the excellent service for which my company is known for. So that employees somehow not feeling engaged with my vision and mission. So as a marketer, I need to train them in such a way, I need to motivate them in such a way that they are finding themselves engaged, and creating an experience which is very positive, and also the consistent and positive experience is something which we need to create, and that should be done at all touch points, whether it is online or it is offline, or whether it is in one of the service or all the services. So whosoever is representing my company and interacting with my customer should be regarded as the important component of this P, that is called people. And we have to build the strong relationship with our customers, and for that our services need to be responsive. And who is actually the vehicle for distributing or showcasing that we are a responsive service provider? Of course our executives, of course our service providers. So we have to hire, train and empower employees who represent the brand's values. We have to enhance the customer's journey by focusing on people, that is their focus. We have to go for people centric interactions. So the customers who are coming to us, we should first understand them, and we should try to create a very cohesive environment where the staff and the customer, the service provider and the service taker, both are finding it to be a joyful journey interacting with each other. So this is why, my dear learners, people have also been added as another P into the in case of services marketing. I will discuss with you in the next lecture of mine about the process and physical evidence, wherein the process which your service provider is following, that also need to be very apt, need to be very proper, and physical evidence talks about the way we exhibit our brand, the way we look like, the way we showcase ourselves, because we all know that whatever is being visible is bound to be sold out. So customer would not buy unless you are offering visible results. So with this, I have discussed with you what exactly the extended P's are, and in the next lecture of mine I would discuss with you in great detail what this process and physical evidence is, along with the MOF marketing. Thank you so much.